Tourists from Malawi and Zambia are first to face $15,000 visa bans in U.S. Israeli forces kill more than 80 people across Gaza as starvation worsens. President of Egypt accuses Israel of systematic genocide. Major flooding in Hong Kong as highest weather warning issued. Tennessee executes Byron Black despite concerns about his defibrillator. Where have the Proud Boys gone? The pro-Israel right is shifting the definition of anti-Semitism. Feeding a family of 7 in Gaza. The Atlantic announces Anna Holmes as new contributing writer. Photos. 13 years on Mars. Dear James, I worry too much about what other people think. The Islamic Republic was never inevitable. A dispatch from the Maha future. Mrs. Dalloway's midlife crisis. What is evil? Scientists say they have solved the mystery of what killed more than 5 billion starfish. Bus passengers' luggage request leads to shocking find in the hold. Zoo asks people to donate their healthy pets as food for its captive predators. Live. EAMS Jay Shankar calls for fair global order as U.S. pressures India on trade. Russian oil. Addressing the flow of illicit drugs across U.S. northern border. Hunt for missing journalist. 38. Who failed to board flight home to Britain after solo hike in Norway. Driving just 1 mile per hour under the speed limit could land motorists in jail in southern state. SNP in chaos as Ian Blackford is lined up for comeback in wake of Forbes exit. FBI crime report says violent crime decreased by 4.5% in 2024. State Department unveils plan for some travelers to pay thousands before entering the U.S. CDC warns of mosquito-borne chikungunya outbreak in southeast China. Video captures moment Seattle Kraken mascot is chased by charging bear. Ozzy Osbourne death certificate reveals rocker died of a heart attack. Reports. OpenAI just released its first open-weight models since GPT-2. Claude fans threw a funeral for Anthropic's retired AI model. TikTok promotes stickers for secretly recording Meta Ray-Ban video. 11 best Chromebooks of 2025. Tested and reviewed. How supercomputing will evolve. According to Jack Dingara, defense experts break down Trump's nuclear sub-move. Federal judges walk back rulings seemingly based on AI testimonials. Trump admin moves to ban nearly all abortions at Veterans Affairs hospitals. In hilarious fashion, Trump takes questions from a new spot at the White House. Invincibles bowl spirit out for 80 in dominant win. Villa agree £30 million deal for nice striker Gesand. Nigerian customs seize over 1,600 parrots and canaries in major wildlife trafficking bust. Sudan accuses the UAE of funding Colombian mercenaries to fight alongside the RSF in civil war. Northern India flash floods kill 4 people and leave several others missing. How gerrymandering became a blood sport. A famous Palestinian activist killed in the occupied West Bank. The politics driving the push for gerrymandering. CDC to disburse delayed funds for fighting fentanyl and more. Staffers say 4 European countries agree to buy a combined $1 billion in U.S. weapons for Ukraine. Carrie Underwood ditches signature platinum blonde look in dramatic hair transformation. Suspects in 2024 Moscow concert hall attack that killed 149 face trial. UN says every child under 5 in Gaza at risk of malnourishment. Western states has burned down international order over Israel's war. Why Itamar Ben-Gvir's Al-Aqsa prayer caused so much anger. India tie England series in one of greatest test finales. Faith. 7 reads for a summer weekend. The secret of George Washington's revolutionary success. This is the news from TikTok. Israel under pressure. The slacker teen who was more than just a punchline. The powerful consistency of mail delivery. Mark Maron has some thoughts about that. Far-right Israeli minister prays at Flashpoint holy site as aid massacres continue in Gaza. How one Gaza family dedicates each day to finding enough food to survive. South Korean actor is found dead in his car days after he was arrested for drink driving. Instant karma for drunk Russian plane loud as captain asks passengers to overpower him. And they gladly oblige. Brits part of international animal cruelty group that electrocutes, drowns and starves cats for online videos. What's inside the tiny miracle food pouches that can save the lives of starving Gazans? The U.S. military is raking in millions from on-base slot machines. Meet Ultra Skelly. Skelly the skeleton gets a high-tech edition this Halloween. A hiker was missing for nearly a year, until an AI system recognized his helmet. The Nintendo Switch 2's biggest problem is already storage. What happens to your data if you stop paying for cloud storage? This is how a dating app turned romance into a battleground. Secret Service was about to make a baffling move until a GOP senator raised some questions. Cambodian and Thai officials meet in Malaysia to iron out ceasefire details. Trial begins for suspects in 2024 Moscow concert hall attack that killed 149 people. Denmark Zoo asks people to donate their small pets as food for captive predators. Pakistan resumes forced expulsions of 1.4 million Afghan refugees despite UN concerns. South Korea begins removing border propaganda speakers. Videos of Israeli hostages in Gaza increase pressure on Netanyahu for a ceasefire. From allies to enemies. How the 1979 revolution transformed U.S.-Iranian relations. Yosemite employees worked for weeks with no pay before the government hired them. Teen suicide is on the decline. New federal data shows. Multiple U.S. cancer centers hit in coordinated phishing breach. NFL employee shot in lobby by gunman warned colleagues upstairs before calling 911.